Hello everyone, I am the Lore Explorer, and this is Subnautica, an open-world, resource-gathering, survival game focusing on the story of an ancient race called the Precursors, as well as a story of us, Riley Robinson, non-essential system maintenance chief on the Aurora, which recently crash-landed on planet 4546b. We just received a radio signal from Captain Avery of the Sunbeam. Their scans have given them a hint of what happened here, so they've diverted their course for a rescue mission. With hope restored, we can track down some Lifepods.
High priority automated message from Aurora Lifepod 13 coordinates attached. Lifepod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kassar. I said Kassar. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Our latest radio broadcast said they had high priority passengers in it, but the whole send burial detail isn't the most comforting thing. Still, if they really were a high priority passenger, we better take a look anyway. They may have something useful with them. Making our way to Lifepod 13 takes us about a kilometer away from Lifepod 5, but we find some new blueprints along the way. Once we make it there, we can make our way inside the pod and listen to the PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
Live pod launch sequence initiated. Entering planetary atmosphere.
My creators, the cherishers and sustainers of worlds, give me this day my daily pleasures as I give to those who seek pleasures from me.
External temperature approaching critical levels.
Show me the path. In life, truth, and love for mine is the power. I am the one. On and off and on again.
Impact imminent.
Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me.
Okay, yeah. That may sound insane compared to the rest of the crew's messages, but Yoki Kassar wasn't a crew member of the Aurora. They were an emissary from the Mongolian Transgov, but we will get into detail about them and why Kassar was on the Aurora later. The strange sounds on the radio were probably an effect of the radio melting during re-entry, but Kassar and the Mongolian Transgov are deeply religious. So that's what he was doing when he was coming through the atmosphere. He was praying. In short, he was saying we all come from Stardust, and now that he's dying, he's going to return to Stardust. I mean, that's beautiful and all, but I think I'd like to avoid being Stardust for a little while. So once back in the Seamoth, we notice we have another radio signal waiting for us back at our base. We can't afford to miss a message with the Sunbeam so close, so we better go listen to it.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora, we're from a little Transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
That's nice and all, but from my position, the only good enough to outweigh this would be Altera lifting my debt. Another radio signal is right behind that one.
Playing pre-recorded distress call.
This is Officer Keen in Lifepod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Officer Keen! If anyone survived, it's him. The rendezvous coordinates didn't come through, but we may find a clue at his pod. Again, it's about a kilometer away, so we have to take our Seamoth. I feel kinda naked without it anymore, but pulling up close to the wreck, we notice it's deeper than our Seamoth can go. So it's time to go skinny dipping. Ooh, pretty rubies. Focus, Riley. A PDA outside the pod tells us of the moments just after the explosion.
Integrating new PDA data.
Keen,
This is Aurora. Come in.
This is Keen. Lifepod detached, okay? Planet fall in 30 seconds.
The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there.
Understood, but...
They are your responsibility now. Don't let them down.
Captain, you need to evacuate.
Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent.
Captain!
On the Aurora, the captain of the ship refused to evacuate in a self-sacrificial attempt to salvage parts of the Aurora. Without him steering and decelerating the ship, the Aurora would have likely burned up in the atmosphere as it descended. And he was clever enough to tell Officer Keen to go to an island, to go to land, and not head directly to the Aurora, which would likely be a hazard. But inside Lifepod 19, we find the PDA Officer Keen left behind as a note. To all crew, if you're reading this, then you have followed my pod's automatic distress call, contrary to my orders. I've been forced to evacuate. Your orders are to disregard my safety and head for the designated rendezvous at the nearest landmass. I hope to see you there. Holy crap! He did survive! And the PDA has the coordinates on it as well for the rendezvous. This will be the first time we've set foot on land in weeks. But, just as the pattern goes, another radio signal comes through.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers the weather holds, and don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Alright! The Sunbeam is almost here. All we have to do is go pick up Officer Keen, and they've left us just enough time for the rescue mission. After that, all that's left is to get off this rock. Or swimming pool or pond or something, I don't know. Hopping into our trusty Seamoth, we can commence the mission. Pulling up on the island, we can curse ourselves for not noticing the huge bunch of clouds day in and day out hiding the thing. Popping underneath the island, we see how it's kept afloat. Ancient creatures known as floaters have grown so large, or combined with each other for so long, the helium they contain is enough to make an entire island buoyant, which is just a super cool idea if you ask me. We can surface in an area at the center of the island, allowing us to get out and explore. But our heart drops when we find a PDA left there. While our own tells us it's picking up multiple energy signals on the island. If my ride wasn't going to be here in about 30 minutes, maybe I'd stay and explore this place thoroughly.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen, 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen, out.
Damn it! Chief Technical Officer Yu survived as well, but there is no way I'd be able to find them lost at sea. Yu has always been hard-headed, but she should have definitely backed down on this one. We'd have all been headed home, flying back on the Sunbeam laughing and smiling by now. Well, soon enough anyway. But as of now, I'm the sole survivor. My PDA was right. This is just horrible. A quick search of the island reveals some old bases set up, but we don't really have the time to explore just now. We have to meet up with the Sunbeam. Now we know we are the only survivors, we can leave with a clean, though no longer innocent, conscience. To kill some time waiting for the Sunbeam to arrive, we waste some materials by building a moon pool and giving the Seamoth a little upgrade. We can now go down to 300 meters, and our power cell will now be recharged on solar power. I even upgraded my base, just as a parting gift to it. Goodbye, sea base, and thanks for keeping me safe. Try not to catch a cold. Alright, I'm gonna head out. And I guess I should have known. There's a second island. But what the? A building. Man, that thing looks pretty cool. Getting closer, we see something laying on the ground. A broken artifact, left behind by the creators of this building. A broken tablet. We can see the entrance to the building is blocked off by some sort of force field. Next to the door is a force field control system that opens to reveal a slot for one of the exact tablets we just saw broken on the floor. But really, it's time to go. It's time to get out of here. I'm a bit worried Sunbeam's captain won't be able to land since he's never done it before, but hey, how hard could something called a suicide burn be? With almost no time on the countdown left, the alien building begins moving. What the heck is happening here? Oh no, that looks like it's aiming. Sirens? That can't be good. No. They're welcome sirens, yeah. And this building is, it's here to protect the Sunbeam from mystical fish that maraud the sea.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site.
I'll be out of here in no time.
Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
Damn it! That must be what happened to the Aurora as well. Why the hell did that building shoot down a spaceship? We need to get to the bottom of this. And to do that, we're going to need one of these purple tablets. But I suspect this is a good place to call the episode. To those who watched the entire video, I am forever grateful. Thank you for watching. And if you liked it, leave a like. And if you like what I do here, consider subscribing to The Lore Explorer. I hope to see you all in the next video.